Hey guys, Martin Barkey here, hanging out with my buddy Jim Carson here at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center here in Orangeville. For those of you with a good eye, this is a Tremor, and we've got some MBRP guys underneath here bolting on a system. So Jim was kind enough to bring in a Tremor from Blackstock Ford, put it up on the hoist here, and you know what? We're going to give it a quick one over, try our very first MBRP prototype underneath the new Ford Tremor. You know, anyone that's been following my page for a while knows that I love the Ford Raptor, and anyone that's been following Blackstock Ford, Bad Dog Mods, and Jim Carson, you guys all know that he's Ford through. As you can see, we've got some MBRP guys tucked underneath the new Ford Tremor. I think Ford has probably got a real killer here. Gotta like that, Jim, gotta like that. So my buddy Jim here has just invited us down and given us an opportunity to slap on an MBRP prototype onto the new 7.3 Tremor. Yeah, so looks like the MBRP prototype is bolting up straightforward, so that's cool. 7.3, you know what? Everyone loves a big cubic inch. So, you know, this MBRP mated to this Tremor is basically going to have not only a simple install, you know what, you can get it in AL, you can get it in 409 stainless. So, you know what? We have a style and a price point for everybody, but what it's really going to do is basically just let this 7.3 breathe. So not only do you have the big cubic inch, not only do you have great torque, most people are going to buy this truck to go out and play, so they're going to want more power. MBRP is going to help deliver that power, increase that power. But you know what? This truck is really just going to be a torque monster, and where this exhaust is going to come in is allowing that bottom end power to be put to the ground. If I had to guess, remember, we dyno test everything at MBRP. This is a prototype, but if I had to guess, I'm going to say you're going to be looking at somewhere between 10 and 20 horsepower at the wheels on the new 7.3 Ford.
So the real observation here is that the Tremor, just with the larger shocks in the rear, it might be a little bit closer here than what the 6.2 was. Otherwise, it's very straightforward to what the F250 was with the 6.2 liter. I do notice a little bit of hanger alteration here where they're a little wider. It's still even on both sides, so it's still a good fit. Not that it's going to allow it to move anywhere. At this point, we're just tightening up the rear end and making sure everything's tightened up before we toss the tip on.
So there we have it. The MBRP 7.3 gas Tremor system has bolted on. It's a direct bolt on for this setup. You know what? We've got it down on the ground. Let's fire this bad boy up and see what it sounds like. Yeah, man, deep, low exhaust note. That sounds like a big block gas engine to me.
I think we need a road test.
I'm in, let's go. All right, 2020 7.3 gas Ford Tremor, courtesy of Bad Dog Mods and Blackstock Ford. Let's see what the MBRP 4-inch exhaust system sounds like. This is a catback setup on a brand new 7.3. We're just going to take it for a nice, easy drive and see what we can find. Right on. Yeah, I love the truck. This is awesome. Can't wait to get my foot into it a little bit. But what are we doing? We're doing 80K here. Yeah, we'll have to try it at all the at various RPMs, but quickly. I would say at this point it's not even loud in here. I can hear an aggressive note. I can hear a low tone. Like I said, I want to get a spot. Jim, you can point us in the right direction where we can kind of step on it and get a little bit of a pull. But yeah, I can hear a deep low tone, but it's way back there.
What's your RPM there?
I'm sitting at about 1500. And running about 85 kilometers an hour. You know what I'm going to do?
Do the plus minus on the gear shift and go to manual gears.
Yeah. Let me do this for 1 second. Oh, that sounds really good. You know what? It's not obnoxious. It's between high end of mellow and aggressive to me.
Outside the cab, that sounds great.
Outside's going to be good. Ford's given us a nice big cubic inch gasser here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think that's the great part. That's really what I think consumers are looking for today. I want my exhaust to be outside my cab. I mean, I want to hear it, and I want to be able to go, oh yeah, that's a nice tone because I'm performance minded, or you know, I'm into performance, I'm into cars, I'm into trucks. But I don't want it to overtake my daily routine of, man, I got to listen to that. It's great on a Friday night, but if you hate it Monday through Friday, or it's great on a Saturday, but you hate it the rest of the week, that's not a great setup. It's not a good exhaust system. But I think in this case, and again, this is our first thoughts and views of this truck, of this system on this truck, mildly aggressive, but not obnoxious. I could drive this every day. I could drive it all day. I could drive it to work. I could have a business chat in here like we're doing today, but I could also, you know, go off-roading and wheeling this thing on a Saturday or a Sunday, and I'm going to say, hey, look at me, listen to me, and I'm going to get noticed if I have my foot into it. Yeah, you know what? Ford's done a really good job isolating and insulating this cab then, I'm going to say, because I can hear it. The exhaust it's a big sound. It's a big motor, of course, and it's big tubing, man. This is a 4-inch catback. So everything's big on this truck, but it's not intrusive. It's not obnoxious. Yeah, I think the designers have, hats off to the MBRP designers once again. Thanks, boys. What are you thinking, Jim?
It's all relative to what you used to drive. Like, what did you drive down here?
Well, hey, that's a trick question. Come on, man. A bone stock 6.6 gasser GMC Denali. Ask me what exhaust I have on it.
What exhaust do you have?
I have bone stock GM supplied exhaust because I just picked it up yesterday. But rest assured, after hearing this 7.3 and hearing what the big gas displacement motors are doing, I'll have an MBRP on that before long. But who knows? Maybe I need a trimmer as well. Hey, you go where your friends get you hooked up, right? So there we go. You know what? We've got some miles on it. We're just heading out on the highway, see what the truck's like, and see how this exhaust performs. You know, just cruise along at highway speed. Is there any drone? Is there any exhaust note inside the cab that maybe we do or do not want to hear? And if we do find that, then obviously the MBRP designers will be back for a change, whether it's a resonator being added, whether it's a new muffler being designed, or even testing. Now, keep in mind, I'm fortunate enough to come down here and hang out with Jim, and Jim's, fortunate enough that Jim has a Tremor on the lot. So this is our first kick at the can on this particular truck. It's our first drive. You guys are seeing it for the very first time. So, I mean, all in, we're super stoked with what the truck feels like. I can't tell you. I almost want to tell you more about the truck than the exhaust, but the truck drives so nice. It's so comfortable. And ultimately, the exhaust, I think, would all agree that it's got the right tone. It's got the right sound. dB meter shows that we're well within the limit. And I think the demographic of this truck says, I want to turn some heads when I want to turn some heads, but I need to go to work, and I don't want to be worried about the tone or the aggressiveness of my exhaust. And if that's you, or that's the buyer for this truck, or a well-equipped F250, then I think MBRP could foot the bill for these trucks and that particular buyer. Okay, so here we are. We've got a green light. We're just going to stomp on it, see what the Tremor does, and of course I left traction control on, but here we'll get again. Boy, that transmission just shifts so nice as well. I'll tell you, this truck pulls hard. If anyone's looking for a fun, I'm going to call it a work truck, but ultimately we're sitting in a beautiful Lariat here. if anyone wants a fun truck that's capable, that pulls hard, and of course with the addition of MBRP that sounds killer doing it, I would definitely take a look at the new Tremor. Man, the sound's killer. The transmission is smooth as can be, but still has enough of a performance feel that you're getting a nice crisp shift. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm going to say this, and I got a Ford guy sitting in here with me, but I love my GM that I just bought yesterday, and that 6.6 is killer, but this truck is going to kick a 6.6 butt, gas to gas. So the 7.3, I think, outpulls the 6.6 gasser all day long. Sorry for any of those GM guys there. That being said, we're here really to talk about the MBRP and the exhaust. Man, foot to the floor, what do you guys think? Like, foot to the floor, what's it sound like? What's it feel like?